Hey, my lovelies. Welcome to my channel. Thank you guys so much for clicking on this video. Okay, so if you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. My name is Cosmo. I'm doing the wonderful sign of Cancer today. So we're doing your monthlies for May. We're going to take a look at the 4 weeks, okay? And we are going to take a look, honey, if your sun, your moon, your rising, or your Venus, all right? If you are cross-watching, please apply the energy where it needs to fit based on your situation, okay? Not to mention anything that you need to find out about me, you guys can find in the description box below, okay? Keep in mind that energy is fluid, so take what you need and leave what you do not, okay? You are not to get stuck in the energy, or you are not to get, I want to say you are not to allow the energy to control you, okay? All right, so we're going to start off with my wonderful Cancers today, thanking our angels, our guides, our ancestors, our divine higher self, the divine masculine and feminine energy. We are going to thank all of the energy that is here in the atmosphere to help guide, protect, encourage, motivate, and give us the strength to take action with courage and boldness when it's time. I just finished Capricorns, and can I just say, like, I started getting a headache in that one, and as soon as I stopped the video, the headache stopped. Now I'm recording this one, it's the same thing. Okay, all right, let's see, what does that mean? All right, what do you have for my wonderful Cancers? Make it plain and make it clear. What guidance do you have for Cancers as we are shifting through the month of May? What guidance do you have for Cancers? First week up, foundations and achievement, okay? Second week up, you have spiritual union, okay? Third week up, let's see what you got. Third week, what do you want to know about the third week? Financial, material changes, okay? A lot of people are already experiencing that now, and we're going to clarify all of that. What do you have for my wonderful Cancers for the fourth week? Fourth week, you have trapped in fear, okay? We're taking a look at all of this, okay? All right, so make it plain and make it clear. What do you want my wonderful Cancers to know for the first week? First week is going to be about foundations and achievement. You're going to have to choose wisely as we're stepping into the first week of May, okay? For some of you, it is Queen of Swords energy, and this Queen of Swords energy has to do with your mental and your spiritual thinking, and I would say you want to plant yourself in exactly what direction you want to go in, and you want to hold fast in that, because you guys are a water signs and you react to things emotionally. That is how you're manifesting in this realm. And if I can say, Cancers, along with Leos, rule the heart chakra, okay? That's how things come about in this materialistic realm. You do have the Knight of Coins, which lets me know that once you remain focused, right, on what you want with this Knight of Coins energy, that financial gain or that stability that you're seeking, that is there for you to have. It just may be slow moving, okay? Just so you know. Yep. Seven of Cups is popping up. You're going to have to pay attention to your emotions, because you're going to have several options, or whatever you're entertaining may have several possibilities or several outcomes within the first week. The Tower card is showing up here within the first weeks, and can I tell y'all something? When I see the Tower card, it reminds me of the changes that I may need to make. It doesn't necessarily represent your shit may fall apart. It can just be you pulling the rug from under someone, or you shutting things down, okay? And if it's about foundations and achievement, I could see you clearly communicating, right, in your, in your Queen of Swords energy, clearly communicating where you're going and what direction you want to be moving in, okay? So be mindful of that, all right? You could be interacting or dealing, you could be interacting or dealing with energy, my lovelies. Yep, end of a cycle where it's time for you to put things into perspective, right? It's an end of a cycle, and as these cycles are ending, you want to be mindful to have patience with yourself, not just with other people, especially when you're building foundations. You understand what I'm saying? Family and tribes is saying pay attention to how much people's advice you're pulling in at this point within this first week. Everybody's opinion may not be necessary in this first week as you're moving through and shifting through all of this energy. Please be mindful. mindful of that, okay? So first week, yeah, okay, foundations and achievement. Thinking about where you want to put your energy this month, okay? Solidifying this timeline, solidifying where you're going, solidifying what you're doing, solidifying how you want to spend your money, solidifying how you want to spend your time, all right? Foundations and achievement. We're, right now, the energy that we're in, people are now having to come to a place where they're finding new ways to be creatively earning money, creatively thinking about what they want to do next with their life. So you don't want to share too much with people as you're doing this process. You really don't, okay? Now, I find that you will be making some changes within this first week, or there will be some decisions made because of the Seven of Cup energy. So there's some decisions made, all right? However, the decisions made, clearly you know what you want, or you're going to take what you learned, okay, the information that you gained, and you're going to push past it because you've made your mind up about some things, right? But there are clearly going to be some foundations for you for the first week, okay? By the second week, you have the spiritual union card, okay? Now, for some of you, this could be your oneness with self, the oneness with the higher power. For some of you, this can indicate a relationship, okay? Spiritual relationship, loving relationship, all right? So you want to be mindful, okay, of this energy, right? Yep. This spiritual union or this relationship, this commitment may ask you to either make some decisions, make some changes, or there has to be some type of movement. And like if you're starting off your month already thinking about your foundations and your achievements, right? Where you want to go, what you want to do, what's working for you, what's not, you know, especially with the times that's changing, I can see why now spiritual unions are becoming of importance to you. Let me tell y'all right now, Cancers. All right. Whew. Okay. So y'all have the Nine of Cups. You are definitely thinking about wish fulfilled and bringing your love life or whatever it is you need to in completion. So you're thinking about, yeah, my happiness, my life, my joys, right? Ace of Swords. That's what's on your mind. All of that raw energy, what's grounding you right now emotionally is these choices and these decisions when it comes to do with what makes you happy, right? Because right now there could be some conflict going on around you, okay? So by the second week, you could be dealing with some conflict and you're really focusing on what relationships are entertained, what change needs to happen within this relationship, what bullshit you're going to go through and what bullshit you're not going to go through, okay? So let's take a look and see what energy you may be interacting with by the second week, okay? Give me the energy that Cancers are interacting with. That's asking them. You got the Five of Coins. Either you will be leaving someone out in the cold or someone has left you out in the cold. This could be spiritually or emotionally someone you've been married to, okay? Someone you were in a relationship with, a job, a situation, okay? And there could be some guilt attached to this. Either you're making the person feel guilty or the person is making you feel guilty. Either which way, I kind of feel like, yeah, somebody here is clinging to the past. You got clingy. Somebody's not embracing shit. Somebody's crying over spilt milk. Somebody keeps bringing something up by the second week, and you're going to have to make a choice because you got number 22 right here. You got double twos. What you doing? What you doing? What you gonna do? Your happiness, or you gonna sit up in some conflict? Communicate what you want. What you gonna have resting up in your head? You got the root chakra energy here. Something. Your ace of swords, honey, is clear thinking. We're talking about spiritually and mentally being clear about what you want. What makes you happy, okay? Five of Wands energy, this is conflict, right? Somebody might not want to deal with shit, but you want to communicate. I feel like this is you communicating clearly. Whoever's trying to make you feel guilty, honey, by the second week, this shit is not working. You're not finna hear this shit by the second week. So just know somebody might be coming in with some past shit trying to make you feel guilty, okay? Yep, come on now. Second week, there's some obstacles or some challenges happening by the second week, and this could be because of this energy. This time you will have to take some authority over some shit. All right, and I kind of feel like it's authority over your feelings and how you perceive and shit, okay? Because you're going to have to, see, this is what I tell Cancers all of the time. You have to get out of your feelings so you can get into your feelings, okay? Yep, you got some change happening with this number 5 card that's saying obstacles and shit. Now, let me tell y'all something about this card. I'm going to label this like my Phoenix card, right? Because out of ashes, the Phoenix rises. So you fitting to figure out how to get up out of some shit. Or you've already figured out how to get up out of some shit. Okay? Move it in a new direction, honey. Feet represents movement. What direction you going in? 5 represents change. Have to take some authority over some shit. Look at all the symbology here. They always rocking, and I've been telling y'all for, I think, the last live, rock with some sacred geometry. Everything right now, sacred geometry. Rock with some sacred geometry. Oh, shit. Look at this. Ooh, heart chakra. Heart chakra. This person could be pulling at your heart chakra by the second week because they are clinging to things from the past or trying to make you feel guilty of something that's happened. Or this could be you guilting yourself over some shit that has happened that you can't change. Okay? You're going to have to do this in love. Yep. You're going to have to do this in love. And as you do this in love, look at this. See? Fulfillment of wishes. That's where you're headed. That's where you're headed. But you're going to have to clearly communicate some shit. You're going to have to call somebody out on some shit by the second week. Because you're building some foundation. And honey, somebody can come in and try to test you. Somebody can come and try and come. And it could be somebody you love. And we talked about spiritual warfare. We talked about the spiritual warfare that's coming in. And we talked about that it was going to come in from the people that we love. Did we not talk about that? Did we not talk about that? We talked about that. Yeah. Okay, so check this out. Third week in, your finances is going to be on your mind and material change. So you're either going to have to adjust your finances for some of you. For some of you, you're going to find that you're going to get that job that you apply for. For some of you, you may even find new ways to create money. You may start that business that you've been wanting to start for forever. Okay? Yep, look at this. Know by the third week, any changes that you have has to do with destiny and where you're headed. Okay? Ooh, they ask you to use wisdom in the third week, honey, when it comes to your money. They ask you to use wisdom. Look at this. Deal with some shadow stuff. Okay, okay, sidebar. Let's do a little story time right here, okay? So, you know how I talk about all the time dealing with your shadow self, being able to tap into your dark side because that's where your trauma lies, that's where your pain lies, your rejection, all of the disappointment, all of the shit that you may not necessarily want to face or deal with because it's some heavy shit, right? Okay. So story time is this. Do you know that your shadow side, aka that part of you that you tuck away, all of that shit, do you know how much wisdom it has to teach you? Like real talk? My shadow side, when I had to go back to my shadow side and talk about money and talk about all of that stuff, like right now and even now, my shadow side is talking to me about money and finances and being wise with that stuff, right? However, there's also some trauma that is showing me that I've had and some experiences with money that cause trauma that I also have to go in and deal with, right? So, I want to say, don't let your fears stop you from stepping into what is yours, okay, on a financial level, all right? Use wisdom. You may have to spend less. You may have to do some shadow work. Go on generic brand versus, buying name brand, okay? However that applies to you, but there's some change coming in your finances, and this is linked to your destiny. They just ask me to have wisdom. This shadow card is the number 18 card, which reduces to the number 9, completion. And can I tell you, some people that's been doing their work, this is going to be a good move for you by the third week. Some of you will find peace. For some of you, it may be kind of chaotic and fearful, okay? Because the choices that you may have made in the second week could scare you a little bit in the third week because it may affect your money, honey, okay? Yeah, look at this. 10 of Cups in reverse. You know things are not in alignment by the third week. You know you had to make them choices, Cancers. You know that. You know that. 4 of Cups in reverse. Come on now. Come on now. Don't. You can't think about you missing an opportunity. No. You got 2 kings popping up here. You got the King of Cups, managing your emotions, mastering your emotions, okay? Emotional maturity and stability, All right, and you got the King of Swords, clearly knowing what you want and where you're going by the third week. Not only that, this is crown chakra work, direct communication coming in from your source. Come on, you know some shit was out of alignment. You know this. And I'm telling y'all now, spiritual warfare is going to be running rampant right now, okay? It's going to be like, honestly, spiritual warfare is going to be the thing for this year. So you're going to have to keep your circles tight. We talked about this on the live. You will have to keep your circles tight, honey, okay? Not everybody needs to know what you got going on. Real talk. Your idea, your thoughts need to be like protected in this season. Clearly managing your emotions and knowing exactly what you want. Do you know how powerful that can be when it comes to manifesting money? Come on now. There's never ever any lack in anything. Ever. It may not show up when you think you need it to, but if you operate in your spiritual sovereignty, it's going to show up when it needs to. And this is the thing. You are actually, by birthright, in your spiritual sovereignty, allowed to have every need met. Every fucking need met. Right? Every need. Now, but if you get caught up in thinking a need have to be all the money in the bank, the big house, the big cars, the expensive clothing, you can miss an opportunity to what your needs really be met means. Because if that's what that is to you and you chasing that, you ain't never going to have enough, because the world, as you know, has changed, honey. The things that are highlighted now as the best and the grandest, they've changed. You may not see it in your eyes right now, but shit ain't never going back to the way it used to be. All right? So, with that being said, you know shit wasn't working. You know you had to make some decisions. You're going to have to go in and do some shadow work by the second week, okay? Use some wisdom. Get out your feelings so you can get into your feelings. Don't let anybody emotionally trigger you. All right, this month is going to be a month of you really setting yourself up to really enjoy some shit, okay? I want to say throughout the summer, okay? I'm hearing that Toni Braxton song in my head, Let It Flow. I'm going to have to go play that song when we get off, okay? Don't nobody come on now. What you put out or what you allow people to y'all not, listen. You're going to have to teach people how to treat you. Don't think and let everyone feel like they get to treat you however they want to treat you. It don't work like that, honey. Okay? Third week. Make them changes. Okay? By the fourth week, this ain't trapped in fear. Okay? Now that you've made the changes and you may have ended some things or you may have begun a new path, all right? They're saying here, this number 8 card represents new beginning. They're saying here that some of you may be trapped in fear by the fourth week. That is not the best way that we want to end the month. So let's clarify and see what's going on, okay? I kind of feel like really it has to do with more of a spiritual warfare type thing, where you are, I kind of feel like it's more of a spiritual warfare thing where you're entertaining somebody else's perception of how your shit should pan out, okay? They're saying if you are trapped in fear, you need to celebrate. You need to rejoice and celebrate, okay? Because partnerships and alliance is coming in. You're not by yourself. You're not by yourself. By the end of the month, look at this. Boy, I can't make this shit up. Transformation. Transformation is not always easy, I'm sorry, I just did Capricorns, Cancer, okay? Transformation is not always easy, all right? Let's look at how the skin of the snake is shed. Do you think the snake is comfortable? Let me tell you, a snake is a divine animal, honey baby, okay? Do you think the snake is comfortable when it has to get out that dry-ass, thick-ass skin? It has to scroll up against a rock and keep all that friction and scratching itself. But when it gets that dead skin off, do you understand how beautiful and how light and how moisturized that snake might feel? Okay, but it had to go through that transformation process. That's what's happening with a lot of people. If I could take everybody right now. If you're open to it, it can be a beautiful process if you're open to it, right? Six of Cups energy is saying, yep, nostalgia coming back. Yep. You're coming back to a place of nostalgia, a place of just realizing what makes you happy. You know, also, you're reevaluating the Hierophant energy. You could be dealing with a Taurus. Okay. Yeah. Just y'all can see that this one got the all-seeing eye up in here, honey. Okay, reevaluating everything. Nothing. Yep, being the fucking magician. Mastering your fucking feelings, which you're going to need to do, Cancers. The magician card. You mastering your feelings, you mastering your money, you mastering your imagination, you mastering every aspect of life. So the things that you fear, by the time you get to the end of the month, you're going to be a lot stronger than you think spiritually, mentally, okay? And for some of you physically, because some of you fitting to work out. Some of you ain't got nothing but time in your hand. You will get up and you can get moving. Okay? All right, my wonderful, wonderful Cancers. All right. So that's your monthly forecast. Okay? Listen. Out of darkness comes light. You can't get... Out of darkness comes enlightenment. For you to be able to, I want to say, experience some things, there's a process. You're going to have to go through some shit. That's just how the world works. Okay? To be able to give birth and bring a child forth, there's still a process in which you have to go through that. Whether it is a natural process or not, it is still a process, honey. Okay? So, out of darkness comes enlightenment. Okay? You find yourself sometimes in the darkest places of your life, honey. Okay? So don't run from nothing. Embrace it. You can't get to the other side unless you embrace it all, honey. Okay? Lighten up on yourself. Lighten up. Right? Ain't nobody perfect. So lighten up. Okay? Alright, my wonderfuls. Make sure you set your notification button so you can know when I come on live, because we do spiritual conversations as well as relationship chronicles during the week. Okay? So you want to set your notification button so when I come on live you can get notified. Not to mention the daily vibrations are uploaded at 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every day, honey. They just let you know the collective energy in the atmosphere. Anything you need to know about me and how you can schedule an appointment or any of my classes, you guys can find that information in the description box below, as well as the next moon meditation, which will be the full moon in Scorpio. Okay, and so you guys definitely want to check that out. You definitely want to check that out. We have a wonderful time in that in those meditations, so you definitely want to check out my meditations. All right, with that being said, I'm gonna see y'all in your next vibrational energy vibrational video, and then your next monthly. Okay, we mapped out all 4 weeks, y'all. Prepare yourself. Okay, knowledge equals power. Okay, all right, all my loves, I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. Bye, guys.